love got to do with it? It looks easy enough. How complicated can a four-letter word be, right? And most of us are practitioners of some type of religion, whether it be Christianity, Muslim, or humanitarians, Buddhists. We have something about us that says there's something about humanity that matters. And most religions have this idea of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto them, or some other rendition of that same idea, not to pick on any type of particular religion. What does that look like? All right, so rule number one, some people might say, do no harm. And rule number two is, do good. So are do no harm and do good, is that sufficient for love? Well, maybe. If I'm doing good, then I'm letting the guy in from traffic, and if I'm doing no harm, then I'm not killing the cockroaches. But what about like a girlfriend, right? Well, maybe if I love my girlfriend, I buy her flowers every Friday. I don't have a girlfriend, but if anybody wants a girlfriend, wants a boyfriend, I could give flowers every Friday, right? And what about Valentine's Day, right? So every girlfriend would love a little bit of that. Tiffany's on Valentine's, right? Even boyfriends, right? And what about loving your wife? Well, if I love my wife, I'm probably not buying Tiffany's for my girlfriend, right? All right, so love one another. Do we really know what love your neighbor means? Love one another is 3 simple words. A friend of mine threw a surprise birthday party. And after the birthday party, got a letter saying, loved the party, hated the surprise. Because the person simply didn't like surprise parties. Loved having parties, but didn't like the surprise of them. So I know this might sound odd, but maybe loving each other doesn't have to do with what you do or what you say. Maybe it has to do with how the other person receives what you do or what you say. Have you ever heard of the 5 Love Languages by Chapman? Some of us have read it. I didn't actually read the whole thing, but there's a couple of takeaways from the 5 love languages. One is words of affirmation. So these are ideas on how your recipient of your love might receive love. It's also ideas about how you might receive or give love. So words of affirmation, things are like, I love you, or good job, or the applaud that we give to people at Toastmasters. Acts of service. Those are like making chocolate cookies, or making dinner, or taking out the garbage. Receiving gifts, that's like Tiffany's, or the flowers. Quality time. Quality time includes just going to the park, or maybe even for some people, reading the Sunday newspaper at home alone together. Really necessarily communicate. And physical touch. Well, physical touch is what some people might, clamor on, but other people might just be holding hands might be sufficient for physical touch. So it's different for everybody. But it's not just the way you give, but the way you receive. For a personal example, years ago I was dating somebody that was all about gift giving. That was like her top thing. Well, mine's not. Mine's more the acts of service and the physical touch and the quality time. So what happened in this situation was I had done something that took most of the day on a Saturday of fixing something, setting up an alarm system actually at her house. And at the end of the day, I was exhausted and climbing in attics and dirty and ready to kind of sit down and call it a day. And I realized there was some discourse, disagreement, or not exactly in harmony with her, the way I felt. And I was like, what's up? And she goes, well, let's go do something. I'm like, my gosh, I'm exhausted. And she goes, oh my gosh, I could have hired somebody to do that. Well, what a bizkill. I mean, that was like crushing to me because I thought I was doing something like productive for the relationship, but it wasn't, because that's not what she wanted. Now, I say that only to say it's important to understand what the other person needs and wants. And I'm not here to try to tell you how to fix your life or what it is to be in love or how you receive love. I'm only here to suggest two main things. First, on receiving love. Well, maybe lighten up a little bit. And whenever somebody does something for you, let's say they buy you a box of chocolate, and you don't care for chocolate. Well, maybe you don't even care for gifts. Maybe consider it an act of service or a response to kindness instead of just the gift, to try to fit into their mold. Because they're trying to do the best they can to share their love with you. And second, on the sending love part, try to understand what the other person needs, whatever that might be. So anyway, in conclusion, love. Maybe it's not about what you do and what you say. Maybe it's about the way it was received. Thank you, Mr. Toastmasters.